2011?
What's going through my mind?
Early in the fourth quarter, and you're realizing this is
Next play. I mean, listen, we got to win the game. You know, it's just similar deal. In 11, we were a very young team. I thought they had an excellent team coming into that game, and they executed well, especially the first three quarters. And you know, we had a few mistakes here and there, but shoot, man, that was a hard-fought game. We've gone back and looked at that game. You go back and look at that game, and you look at all the guys that were out there on that field. It's pretty eye-opening because there's a bunch of them that are in the NFL now, and that team went on to win the league. Shoot, it's good when you have that visual to be able to show your guys, because you know they may not hear the name Wofford on ESPN every week, but these guys can play, and this will be a huge challenge for us. But you know, especially with what they do. I mean, you know, from a defensive standpoint for us, you know, they do a great job running the triple option, but they present so many different formations from the same personnel. You know, they're a triple option team, then they're running the spread. You know, I mean, and they do it all from the same personnel, and they do it well. So they force you to, you know, have to. I mean, you make a mistake, they're going to make you pay. Alignments, eyes, you know, leveraging the ball outside in, you know, discipline up front, you know, on and on and on. They're just really good at what they do, and that showed up in that 2011 game. But, hey, we found a way to win the game. We found a way to achieve the opener. There's nothing up there that says win the opener by 4 touchdowns. It just says win the opener. And we found a way to win it, and we moved on to the next one, and you know, we weren't a great team that year, but we accomplished some things that hadn't been done around here in a while in 2011, and kind of propelled us to where we are now. So, you know, we'll have to play well, and we don't expect anything but a dogfight.
Beyond Ben and DJ, what's your level of confidence at linebacker looking deep into the season?
Same as it's been coming into the season. Really like our roster. We got inexperienced guys. I mean, that's just the nature of it. We like the guys we got here. We feel like they are all going to be good players, but none of them have played. You know, outside you know, Ben and BJ. You know, Jalen's a true freshman. Kendall's a redshirt freshman who we really like. He was that close to playing last year. We feel really good about both of those guys as far as what we've seen in practice. You know, JD and Judah are two guys that are very smart, that have really picked things up well. Just none of those guys have played, and but that's our depth right now. It's what we got. You know, and again, we feel like they're all going to develop into good players, but no different than any of these other guys. When they show up here as freshmen, they gotta learn. But nothing has changed. You know, we felt like it hurt us losing Corey, because he was another guy that was a you know, redshirt freshman that we felt like was going to help us this year. That was a little strange, but and we weren't expecting that. But you know, Jalen was a guy that was probably going to win one of those jobs either way. Really impressed with what that young man has done. So kind of like it was when Ben Boulware came in here, you know, and he was a freshman backup, and hey, good player. Well, we got to see him play. That's kind of where we are at linebacker. It's no different than what we knew coming in. Good first group, really good first group up front, 7, inexperienced behind them. Outstanding secondary with depth and talent and experience. And I think by the time the season ends, a lot of those young guys that we've recruited in this program will be guys that y'all will take notice of. But you know, we're just talking about it right now. We got to go play.